Wow, that's so freaking nice. Oh my God, that is perfect. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so freaking awesome, guys. And the way that that fades in, I like that a lot. That looks fantastic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, we have a really interesting mod for the C8 Corvette Z06. It's something that I've wanted for a long time on my C7 ZR1, and I wanted it on the C8 Z06 as well, and Paragon Performance delivered. Let's talk about it. All right, so by now you're probably wondering, Justin, what the heck is this mod? And it actually comes to us from Paragon Performance, like I said, but the company that makes it is called Motorsport Plus. Now, you guys might have seen this before. Paragon Performance sells the Motorsport Plus amber or yellow daytime running lights. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really love that on a car. It looks okay on a truck, but on my car, I wanted something a little sportier, something a little more aggressive. And by now, I'm sure you guys have realized what I'm talking about. It's gonna be red. In this box, we have daytime running lights that will turn the white stock ones red. I'm pumped. Huge thank you to Paragon Performance. I know a lot of you out there are going,
well, wait a second, Justin, isn't red illegal?
Yeah. So like I said, guys, this is it right here. Motorsport Redline Edition daytime running light module, C8 Corvette, left headlight. Nice. They really spell it out for you. Now, this is going to be a really easy install. Well, I'll put easy in quotes because it's not necessarily difficult as it is going to be a little bit time consuming getting to the module, but the module itself is only that big. That's all we're changing. 2 T15 screws, you pop this out and you put in the new one. The reason I say it's kind of time consuming is because we do have to take off the fender wells and stuff to get to the back side of the headlights. You don't have to take off the bumper, you don't have to do any of that craziness, so that's a good thing. But let's get to this because, like I said, I've been waiting for this forever, and I think it's going to look really good on the car because I have red calipers and red accents. Let's do it. All right, guys, so to get started with this, we obviously have to remove the wheels because we have to get to the fender liner to get that out, and then we can access the backside of the headlight. So we're loosening up the lug nuts as we speak, and we're also using the helper tool here. So you guys have heard me talk about this before on the C7 Corvette, but they exist for the C8 as well. Obviously, we have the carbon ceramic rotors back here. You don't want to damage those. So this guide basically will allow you to slide the entire wheel and tire right off without ever touching that carbon ceramic rotor, which is a great thing. So with the guider tool, you can literally just grab it, slide it right off, just like that, and it keeps it from touching your caliper or that disc. Check them out in the description down below. I actually sell them right from my website. So once we got the wheel off, guys, we got a jack stand placed in here just to be safe. But what we have to do now is remove a couple T15 screws. We got to get the fender liner out so we can gain access to the back side of the headlight, which is right around in here. So let's get that fender liner out. No big deal. Like I said, a couple T15s, and that's pretty much it. All right, so we got the fender liner out, which is actually a little more difficult than you might think. All of these screws here came out, and there's really 3 that you want to watch for. So there's 1 under here, 2 up under here, and then over here there's a T15 that goes right underneath the brake duct. So you can't really see it. So make sure you're looking for that whenever you're doing this. But ultimately what we're going to be working with is right up in here, right there. That is the stock module. Now to get to this, we have to remove these 3 nuts and this bracket from the top. So you'll come up into the frunk and you can see it right there. So once those are removed, that's going to give us direct access to that, where it's just 2 T15 screws holding it in. Then we'll swap in the red one, and then that's it. So the bolts that you're going to actually remove are 1 10mm right there, which is up underneath the top panel here, not these ones. These ones do not need to be removed. And then up underneath the car, there is 3 10mm nuts right here. And then behind here, there's a 10mm bolt head that you have to get to with a wrench, and then that metal bracket will come off, and then we can get access to that. So here we are with everything disconnected. We got the 2 T15 screws out of the daytime running light module here, and now you can really just grab it and pull it out. So if we just grab, twist it a little bit because there's a gasket on it, pull it down, you'll see there is a wire connected to it. We're going to have to take that off and plug that into the new one. So we'll just pinch it and disconnect it, and then as you can see, the new module will go on there in its place. And back at the workbench, guys, I wanted to show you a clearer view of what we're doing here. So this is the GM part. As you can see, these little LEDs here are white, whereas the new part, the LEDs there, are red. So you can see it's the exact same plug and everything. It will plug right in. It still has a rubber gasket on it to make sure it seals tight. It's all good. So if you guys are interested in grabbing one of these in red, I will put the link in the description down below for the yellow daytime running lights. And all you'll have to do is put in the code HPO red and buy the yellow ones, and Paragon Performance, Corey specifically, will ship you the red ones instead, if you like this sort of thing. I know this isn't for everybody, but this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. All right, and that's pretty much it. We got the new aftermarket harness in there, or module, I guess I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out and see what it looks like. And here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Unlock. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that is not even coming through anywhere near like what it looks like in person on camera. Wow, that's so freaking nice. Oh my God, that is perfect. Let's see if I can turn down the exposure here. Yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like in person. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so freaking awesome, guys. And like I said, still have your yellow turn signals. And the way that fades in, I like that a lot. That looks fantastic. Here's a little better view with the exposure down a little lower. It looks a lot more orange on video than it does in person. In person, that is like blood red. It is perfect. I love it. So the next step here is to obviously put in the fender well shield. We got everything put together and all tightened up. So all the bolts and everything up there are all put together. The modules tightened down. Everything's ready to go. We just got to get the fender well shield back in. And then of course we're going to do the other side. And I'm going to get you some nighttime shots of the daytime running lights here, because they look a lot better than the camera is suggesting. On the camera, they kind of look orange, but in person, they look just as red as that caliper. I'm gonna try to get some nighttime shots here after a little bit. As you can see, we're creeping towards that time here in Pennsylvania now. So we're gonna get the other side done, and I'm gonna hit you back here in a second at night. So again, guys, the lug extender, you can get it from the description down below, right from my website. This is one of the reasons you want it, because it goes on and it comes off really easily. Definitely protects that carbon ceramic rotor. So yeah, look at how much easier that is to just slide it right on and you're good to go. And one more time on the passenger side for good measure. Just like that. So I don't think it gets much darker than this. So I'm gonna test these out for you, and regardless of how this comes through on camera, I want you to know this looks really, really good in person. I'm gonna hit the unlock. You're gonna see the amber color come on to show that the turn signals are flashing or whatever. Then it's going to turn to red, and then the headlights are going to come on. So the headlights make it look a little less cool, but you're going to see what the daytime running lights would look like during the day for a split second in between there. So here we go. Unlock. And then there's the red. And then the headlights. Again, even at night, it is not picking up the intensity of that red. It is really, really red. They look a lot more orange on camera, although you can see the difference there. That's orange. The red looks basically like taillight red. Like I said, I am super freaking happy with this. This looks amazing. All right, guys, so as you can see, it's getting kind of dark here. So this is going to basically wrap this video up. So if you want to order these, you're going to have to go to Paragon Performance, order their amber colored bulbs, and then put in the code HPO red to get these, because they're not 50 state legal, we'll say. I'm aware that these are not for everybody, so if you don't like them, I understand. But at the same time, if any of you out there want to go the same route and really dress up your car, really set it off in a different way, this is a really good way to do it. I'll put the link in the description down below. Just make sure you put in that code HPO red. That will make it so even though you order the yellow ones, you will receive the red ones. That's basically the same thing that I did. The install wasn't too bad as long as you're okay with removing a couple bolts and pulling out your wheel liners and stuff. It was okay. It was time consuming, but not difficult. But anyway, guys, if you liked what you saw here, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know you like the content so I can continue to do this kind of stuff for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm gonna have loads of content like this coming you're not gonna wanna miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.